like a movie, just like a storybook. We are the future, we're the ones they won't overlook. It's time to be the hero. Rising like you've never seen, like you've never seen. You're a hero. Just like in a dream, just like in a dream.
When I was 16 years old, I was working in a Goodyear tire store, and my boss actually built an old dirt car, street stock Monte Carlo. Went with him one night, fell in love with it. It was a hell of a race, hell of a party, and a big fight afterwards. I was like, this is it for me. It wasn't long after that, I was driving an old 78 Camaro out of the weeds at that guy's farm. We pulled that thing out and made a race car out of it, and away we went. You know, I think a driver has more to do with the equation going back and racing dirt, whether it's a modified, a late model. You can do more with the race car. You know, the harder you drive it, a lot of times, the better it goes. You can crawl up on that wheel and feel like you made the difference at the end of the night. Asphalt car, you can't overdrive them. That was the first thing that I had to learn right off the bat is, oh my gosh, I've got to discipline myself, not overdrive this thing, and that's how you get the most out of it. Truth be told, communicating the right information to your crew and your crew chief so they can do their job and make their appropriate adjustments for you to go faster and do your job is probably 90% of the game in our world. I've always loved late models. You know, my dream was to be a late model driver driving for a living across the country like Daryl and Don do that drive me. I mean, that was, truth be told, that was my dream, you know. I always wanted a semi. Always wanted a stacker trailer with 2 hot rods in it, and let's go racing. Let's take off with your buddies and go race and chase that dream. Never in a million years did I think it would turn into a Cup Series, and I actually have an opportunity to own 2 dirt late model teams. When you think of iRacing, you don't think of a video game. It's not. It's way above and beyond any of that. You know, dirt racing changes so much. The track changes so much. Being able to capture that, to experience all those details that surround dirt racing and make dirt racing what it is what makes iRacing so cool, because they did nail all of that. I knew when they came to our shop and scanned cars and went to the detail of getting that car right, I knew that it was going to be over the top, because it blew my mind just the work that went into making sure the car itself was legit. This sport has been around a long time. The competition can't be replaced, and that's what brings people back to the racetrack week in and week out.
The car behind me is my Chili Bowl Midget, the one that I won the Chili Bowl with. And what's interesting about that is it's actually the car that iRacing scanned that's going to be available to all the iRacing members out there.
The yellow flag is out. Pit road is now open. Keep your eye on those gauges. We'll give you 4 tyres. 3, 2, 1, now. We're done. Get going.
Through the final corner for the final time. Once again, photo finish here of the Indianapolis
Introducing a whole new form of racing to the best online racing simulation in the world. This is Dirt Racing on iRacing.com. Race online at some of America's most legendary dirt tracks, including Eldora and Williams Grove. iRacing is the premier online racing game featuring NASCAR, IndyCar, sports cars, and now World of Outlaws, the leading sanctioning body for dirt racing. iRacing is easy to use and features a centralized ranking system to make sure you have the best experience at any skill level. With a massive inventory of high-precision laser scan tracks and cars with an unmatched dedication to quality and detail, iRacing gives you the most authentic online racing experience available. Thanks to iRacing's dynamic track system, developed specifically for dirt racing, tracks change over the course of a race, just like your favorite dirt track on a Friday or Saturday night. From a slick racing groove all the way up to the cushion, iRacing's dirt tracks deliver non-stop racing action. Partnered with the World of Outlaws, iRacing is your source for the most authentic dirt racing experience available, featuring 4 brand new tracks and 11 new cars, including street stocks, Legends cars, late models, NASCAR trucks, winged and non-winged sprint cars, with much more on the way. Join the Dirt Revolution on iRacing.com and start slinging mud today.
Really enjoy dirt racing. Feels good to get in the car, and we have great cars and engines and things at KKR, so it's nice to drive a fast sprint car.
Couple of separate lines developing. 3 wide action on a turn 2. Craig Kinzer, Casey Kane, and Garrett Pittman going at it.
I think the differences between NASCAR and the sprint races on dirt is just a much different mindset. The way you drive your cars, the setup, the feel you're looking for. I think one of the hardest things to tell as a fan is when you're watching a race, whether it's a NASCAR race, a dirt race, is just what's really going on in the car. With iRacing, you can get the way that the track's changing, which they've done a great job in how the track changes throughout the night or throughout the race, just to try to capture it and let the fans play it and realize, like, man, there's actually a lot going on, and you can't always see that when you watch a race. So I think it's pretty neat. It's enjoyable for me, but at the end of the day, it's actually much of a simulation, and there's a lot of ways that you can learn from that. And early on, it was neat to look at the Cup tracks that I was going to, places that I had never been. So I think it kind of gives you a head start leading into a weekend. It's pretty real life, and that's pretty neat.
Welcome, everybody, to LCTV's coverage of the National Oval Racing Association, brought to you by Official Spartans of NORA, H&H Graphic Designs, also Kings of Dirt. Visit them at www.teamcod.com. Last but not least, 3 knots racing. 2 knots just won't do. So, up here in the broadcast booth today, it's myself, Lucas Cram, alongside Stephen Gale. Stephen, how you doing tonight?
Good. How are you?
Doing pretty good myself. Got a dirt double header for the first time on this channel. And so, we got, first off, quarter midgets, which right now they're doing a heat race, which is 10 laps. So, just qualifying for the A main, which will be 25 laps. Then after this race, we'll have the 360 sprint cars, the bigger, more powerful cars, and you can watch that right after on the same stream, which will have a also 10 lap heats and a 30 lap main. So be stay tuned for that. But right now, 99 W Sylvester is in the lead of this heat group right now. So you can continue to slide away here at Eldora, located in Ohio. At 71 of Josh Conover. Looks like he's slow. This is the end of the heat.
I would assume that is the end.
Yeah, it looks.
The winner of that heat is the 99 of Will Sylvester.
The 99 of Will Sylvester. Looks like he is the winner of your heat number 1 here tonight. Second place is this 71 of Josh Conover. It's either that or I'm pretty sure there's a caution. Yep, there's a caution. So they're backing away here.
Sylvester has a great start there.
Yeah, he finished.
Nice lead to the 71.
Yeah, he gapped the 71, got a pretty good restart right there. So the 71 kind of by himself in second place now. Here's a 227 looking to try to advance his position up to second though. So y'all slide right in these corners. Dirt racing is a lot different than oval racing. Instead of just turning left, you actually have to turn right more than you do have to turn left as you drift around these corners. It's all about that slide.
And the 16 is battling the 12 for position.
Yeah, the 12 just slid by to 16.
And 16 goes high.
And, oh, the 16 goes in the wall and flips onto his side. And he's stuck on his roof right now. Does not look like he's going to get flipped back over. And he leaves. So, tough break for the 16 right there. Going up and over. Yep, and into the caution, and he got for a check himself, mainly went back to the garage, so tough break for him. Looks like he's not gonna get a good heat as he wanted, but that's another thing with these cars. I mean, you touch the walls. You see the 71 almost getting the ball right there. You touch the wall, and with the open wheel race cars, they're small and light, and you're gonna go upside down, and it's tough to land back on the wheels too. So as I continue to work their way, coming around on the front stretch now, complete another lap.
And has a huge lead compared to the 71.
Yeah, Will Sylvester, no problems. It looks like, I believe that's the end of the first heat. So I don't see anybody wrecked, so I don't think there's a caution. Then it's the end of the first heat. And it is. So 99, Will Sylvester is going to come home with your Heat 1 winner today.
That'll serve him well for the actual final race.
Yep. So I was going to set for Heat 2. I'm going to go to a quick commercial break. And don't go away, we'll be right back.
Calling a hotline and speaking with a stranger about your suicidal thoughts may seem daunting, but there's nothing to worry about. Let's walk through what happens when you call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. When you dial the hotline, your call will go to a center full of volunteers that will ensure you remain anonymous. You may be placed on hold for a few moments while the volunteers finish helping other callers, but they do care about you. Please wait to be patched through. Once a volunteer answers your call, they will let you know that they're there to listen. Be open about your thoughts and feelings. If you seem to be in immediate danger, the volunteer will track down emergency services in your local area. When the volunteer is certain you aren't in immediate danger, they will ask you some questions like these. Do you feel like you can't go on any longer? Do you have a plan? Do you have access to therapy? Answer questions honestly. The volunteers will not be judgmental. They simply want to help you in any way they can. Some people call the hotline to speak with a sympathetic listener more than once. Many callers report later that calling in was extremely helpful. If you are struggling with thoughts of suicide or know someone who is, please call the National Suicide Prevention Hotline now at 1-800-273-8255 and press 1 for military members, veterans, and concerned family and friends.
Heat race number 2 is underway. Your starting grid was the 42 on the outside, on the inside of 76, 66 and 7 followed them at the 13 and the 15. And right now it looks like the 42 is in the lead.
Another 10-lap shootout.
Yep, 10 more laps and contact behind him. Oh, and a big wreck. 2 cars in the wall. Looks like it's the... Can't quite tell who that is. This is 70. Yeah, 76 gets back rolling and along the 7. Oh, and the Jegs machine goes upside down. Can't tell which car that is.
And that will bring out a caution.
Yeah, so leader is going to just slow down. Manual cautions. They're just going to slow down and wait for everybody to catch back up. I'm going to take a quick look back at what happened right there, though. For that second place wreck. Look back at what happened here. It looks like the 15 got in there, but then it was the 76 got into the car on his outside, came down and hit the 7, and just turned them both in the wall. Heartbreaking for them, but hopefully they can get back going. Looks like they seem to be okay. Go back alive here. Alrighty, so 42 of ATs. I was told before how to pronounce it, and I already forgot, so I apologize, mispronounced it. But back green, green flag racing, and the 42 gets a pretty good jump. But don't look now. Here comes that. I can't quite tell that. 66, yeah, 66 right there behind him, running the outside lane. So 2 different lines here, inside and the outside. Looks like it's gonna favor the 66 as it come off the corner.
It's side by side.
Side by side as it going to turn 1 completely sideways. And it looks like the 66 is going to have to run on the outside. The momentum will carry him to the lead, it looks like. They're still side by side, a 42 not giving up.
And the 66 will take the lead. He is clear.
66 clears the 42 for the lead in heat race number 2 here tonight. So continuing to be close quarters to 7. The 76 is battling hard out for 3rd. 7 run the top side. 76 was a slide job. Oh! The 7 gets into him. And it hits the wall.
7 hits the wall.
And he goes upside down, spinning on his top. No caution as he leaves the track.
Last lap of the heat.
Last lap of the heat is a 66. H. Edwards all by himself running that top crew right next to the wall. It's going to be interesting to see the different lines we're going to see here tonight. Some guys run right next to the inside wall, some guys trying to run the middle, and some guys right up against the outside wall. But as you got to be careful on the outside wall, especially in these kind of cars. If one of those wheels touches that wall, you're going to see what we've already seen quite a bit here tonight. As the S Nation Dirt Midget continues to roll around here in the lead.
And I'll say everyone's pretty evenly spaced.
Yeah, the 66 definitely a gap to the 42. It's got a little bit of a gap after the 76. 15 following suit. And you got the 13 pulling a wheelie as it comes through turn 1. Looks like he's kind of struggling with his handling of his race car right now.
And now it's at the end of the Heat 2. The 6-6 of Harry Edwards will win Heat 2.
So Heat 2 is officially in the books now. The 66 Harry Edwards will be your Heat 2 winner. Followed up by the 42, 76, 15, and the 13 is having issues by himself. So make the way down pit road here. So Harry Edwards, your Heat 2 winner here tonight. As we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come right back for a couple dashes, so stay tuned.
Just like a movie, just like a storybook, we are the future, we're the ones they won't overlook. It's time to be the hero. Like you've never seen, like you've never seen. You're a hero.
Team racing allows multiple iRacing members to team up and race together, just like in real-world endurance series. Teammates can share driving duties, spot for one another, or be a crew chief. Team racing is free, both to join a team and to create one. Each teammate races on his or her own computer from wherever they want to. Your teammates can be anywhere in the world, and changing drivers mid-race is as easy as a click of a button. iRacing features team endurance events ranging from just a couple of hours to 24 hours in length. So, if you fancy taking part in an iRacing endurance race in the future, you can learn more about team racing on the teams page on the member website.
Welcome back, everybody, to the NORA Dirt doubleheader here tonight at Eldora Speedway. As this dash is underway, the 99 Will Sylvester did a pretty good jump. Oh, there's a crash behind him.
The 71 of Josh Conover.
71 Josh Conover goes upside down. He immediately heads back to the garage. No caution here tonight. It was just a single car wreck. So they're battling pretty hard right there for third. Got a 3-man fight for that one. So the dash is 5 laps. Just let you know on that one. There's only 6 cars running in it so far. Now 5 are left because of that crash by Josh. So still side by side back there for third. And 66, Harry Edwards, who saw him get Heat 2 win, Will Sylvester got the Heat 1 win, so we'll see which one's actually better. Is the 66 is all the way back to that 99.
Oh yeah, they're in a nice battle.
We're going to see a slide job. 66 goes high. 99 crosses him over. Oh, he gets loose. Or something. What happened to Will?
You must have a problem, because he is pulling over.
Yeah, he's slow on the track. Not quite sure what happened with the 99 of Will Sylvester, but that's going to give the lead to the 66 of Harry Edwards.
And Edwards and that is going to bring out a caution. Wonder what happened to the 99 though. He just all of a sudden got a corner, stopped.
Looks like it's actually red flagged. So, interesting as to what happened to the 99 of Will Sylvester.
An interesting turn of events. Only 4 cars are on the track.
You only have 4 cars left on the track. It actually looks like it's only 3 now.
Or none.
Yeah. Kind of a little bit confused as to what's exactly going on. Just saw the 99 just pull over and slow down and give up the lead, and looks like everybody's quitting. So it looks like that's the end of the dash. I'm guessing Harry Edwards is your winner.
I would assume so. He crossed the line first, regardless. I presume that he is. If that is a scenario, right?
Trying to figure out from league officials actually what is exactly going on. So that is the end of the dash. Next up would be the A main, which is 25 laps here at Eldora Speedway in these quarter midgets. And something I found out tonight as I started driving these actually a little bit during practice. They really want to pull a wheelie. Especially when you get back on the gas. The front wheels, how light the front end is of these cars, the front wheels want to pull off the ground. So if you go into a corner and your front wheels are light, it's going to cause your back wheels to spin out. So it's pretty tough to hang on to these cars, and I definitely earn a lot of respect for these dirt guys. But as we're getting ready for the A main pretty soon, we're going to be taking a quick commercial break, but don't go away, we're right here.
just like a storybook. We are the future, we're the ones they won't overlook. It's time to be the hero. Like you've never seen. Like you've never seen. Looking for a hero. Just like in a dream. Just like in a dream.
Alrighty, welcome back everybody to the NORA Dirt doubleheader here tonight. Giving out a quick shout out to some of the NORA's official sponsors. Give a shout out to H&S Graphic Designs, and also a shout out to Kings of Dirt. Visit them at www.teamcod.com. And last but not least, give a shout out to 3 Nuts Racing. 2 nuts just won't do. So, starting lineup for the A main, 25 laps. The pace car actually is gonna roll off pit road here. 66, Harry and don't get going. Let's
Or not.
yeah, I look at confusion, but the 66 of Harry Edwards is your pole sitter after winning Heat 2 and the Dash. 76 starts on his outside, followed by the 227, 42, 99, and 71. That's 99 of Will Sylvester, who is your Heat 1 winner. 71 of Josh Conover. And got the 1250 lineup behind him. I think we're going green this time. I think he just wanted to make a manual restart. Still around here? No, I guess not.
Do one more lap and a pacing.
Yep, one more lap of pace, I'm guessing. As the ticker, by the way, is inaccurate with the laps. It is manual laps. Go green this time. I just heard from the race officials, so going green this time. But yeah, the laps don't actually count. It's a timer, and they do count laps manually. So.
And caution lap will not count.
Yeah, caution laps do not count, so anytime we go under caution does not count. But as you come off turn 4,
We begin green, and the 66 has a great start.
yeah, Harry Edwards got a great launch right there, and there's a big wreck behind him.
Wow, that's a huge wreck.
Somebody's upside down. Oh, it's the 99 Will Sylvester. Wow.
That just sucks to be him.
Man, he's had a pretty rough night tonight. I didn't even know he won Heat 1. Let's look back at what happened. It looks like, looks like he just clipped the inside wall. Yeah, he clipped the inside wall of the left front wheel that sent him up the racetrack. Got himself turned around right in front of traffic. The 12 gets into him a little bit, and then he gets clobbered by the 13 and the 7. And just barrel rolls and spins right on his lid. Also, everybody else is able to save it for the most part, so looks like they're able to get back going just fine. But
do they have damage that could prevent them from doing well in this race?
yeah, there is one faster pair, so I'm sure they didn't want to use it this early, but time comes when you sometimes have to use it.
A reminder, these laps do not count.
Yeah, remember these caution laps, they do not count. But it looks like the pace
We're still on lap 1.
pace truck's lights are off, which means we're going back green this time. By 66, Harry Edwards is your race leader. And the
76 are Cody Walling.
On his outside, looking to try to take that lead from So far the 66 seems to have the fastest car and seems to be pretty dominant out here tonight.
And it looks like 99 won't be back on track, and his chance of winning today is over. But they are going green. They already made contact in the start.
Yeah, a little bit of contact back here behind a couple of leaders. See if we can actually make it past turn 1 this time.
And we do.
And we stay green. It's all kind of single file now. I'd say that as the 12 and the 71 almost made contact right there. And we have another caution. That is...
And that one lap completed.
Who is that? It's the 11. The 11 car.
99 is back on track, but he is multiple laps down.
11 of Rick Jackson. Oh, I see what happened. 99 Rick Jackson looks like he just was right in front of the 7, battling for position, and he just didn't get the slide that he needed to. Entering the corner, got a bad entry, and just slid into the outside wall. And like I said earlier, once you touch the wall, these open wheel race cars, they're going over. There's no question about it. So tough.
Light and powerful these cars are, you don't have a chance.
Yeah, tough break. This 11 though of Rick Jackson.
99 used his pacifier, and it's only 4 laps down. If
So,
all the caution's coming, he still might have a chance in the end.
yeah, it seems like you may be able to get back going. I mean, it's not over till it's over, so.
According to, I believe, we only did 2 laps so far at 25.
Looks like the pace truck lights are back off, so going back green this time. 66.
They're going single file.
Yeah, see if they're going to double up or not. Looks like they're going single file this time, so interesting. But,
Try to prevent wrecks.
maybe. So 66 Harry Edwards. 66 is off. Shot out like a cannon. Great restarts by him. As they're 3 wide back in the pack, and the 12 gets sideways. He was able to gather back up. And so far, so good. And 99 gets turned again. Caution back out. 99, Will Sylvester not having a good night ever since he won the first heat. Took a look back at what happened right there. Looks like he kind of just came in the corner a little bit too hot. And he got him back to the number 7 machine and just slid back into the wall. Not major damage, just bent it back in a little bit, put a little bit of a wheelie. Gets points for some tricks right there, but
Some style points.
yeah, some style points. That's what I meant. It's on the tip of my tongue. I just couldn't quite burn it up, but yeah, just kind of came a little bit too hot. It looks like, and just got on the back of the number 7 machine. Just went for a little lazy spin, but no big deal. No damage to the car or anything. So he'll continue on going.
At this rate, I might actually use all our laps. The iRacing official pace truck.
That should be Silverado leading.
Lights are off.
Yeah, lights are off. So going back green this time. One to green. It's Harry Edwards, still your race leader. Led every single lap here tonight after winning heat heat 2, and also the dash. So every race he's been in so far, he's won. So seeing if you can keep that streak alive by leading every single lap here so far tonight. These guys also do not have to pit for fuel, so they can just stay over here, and as long as they don't wreck, I'm just gonna stay where they are as pace truck's off and the green flag again. 66 Edwards once again good start. It's a contact for second between the 15 and 76.
And the side by side for second.
15 going on low, 76 up top. The 15 pull up in front of him.
15.
Oh!
76
Yeah, that was pretty close right there. I thought for sure they were going to get into each other, but LQ off each other is back in the pack. Battling really hard.
This would definitely help the 66.
Yeah, he needs to battle for second place to stay way ahead of these guys. It looks like the 76 will clear the 15. And caution once again. Oh, we have one car upside down. The 277 or is it the 16? Both identical paint schemes. 277 upside down. 227, excuse me. The pace car hits him. Let's take a look back what happened. As the caution comes out once again for like the 5th time. Actually, it doesn't look like it was his own fault. Looks like he was coming into turn 1, and all of a sudden there was a car stop, and he hit him, and it got up against the wall, and it just flipped on him. But he's able to land it back on his wheels, so it does not need a tow, which is good for him.
And he is not a lap down from that. He managed to still stay in the lead lap.
Yeah, he almost got hit by the pace truck, but so it looks like it was actually the the 7 machine, 7 of Alex Fernari. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Looks like he's the one who had issues originally, spun completely out going on the corner and just nowhere to go for the 227 of K. Gilbert. So contact between them put us back under caution once again here tonight.
Oh man, I don't even know what lap we're even on, to be honest. I kind of lost track of all the cautions.
Yeah, it's kind of.
They're not using the official laps.
Yeah, it's kind of tough to try to keep track of all of what's going on, and pretty short caution laps here too, which also again do not count. Just to give you a reminder, but it looks like the pace truck lights are off once again, so going to be going green this time. So headed away into turn 3.
The pace truck
Pulls off
is off.
pit road, and 66 gets going once again. So right.
A good start for 66. It's 15 into 70. It's 3 wide for second.
Yeah, almost went 3 wide right there, but luckily the 12 decided to back out of it. And a 16 making contact with a wall. And we have another wreck behind him. 7 once again.
No caution yet.
7 wrecks again. Another caution flag is out. Oh, and we have the 16. 16 upside down on the front stretch. Oh, man.
That was a nasty wreck.
Yeah, it looks like the 16 was just having issues. And it just spread until, got around all the way to the front stretch. So look what happened here. The 16 machine just got into the outside wall, spun sideways, and then he continued on. Oh, it got on the side of Will. Got on the side of Will Sylvester, and he just flipped in the front stretch. Gets hit by the 11 machine. But there's also a separate wreck behind them from somebody trying to check up to avoid the 16 machine. That would be the 17 of Jaden Dahlberg. Looks like he just kind of got in here. And yeah, he slid up, and he just, a completely separate wreck. Got on the side of the 7 machine. The 7 machine went for a spin and pulled a really, check those style points. And the 16 machine just vicious crash to the front stretch. And it looks like he's stuck on his roof, so that means he's going to have to get towed back to the pits, which is going to hurt him.
The iRacing Silverado pace truck is off now. And
Yep.
back green.
6 machine, Harry Edwards,
With a great start.
back out in the lead. So side by side for, looks like 4th place, and the 15 got on the wall a bit there. But he's able to hold on to that 2nd place, but look now, because here comes that 76. And 15 gets in the wall, spins sideways. Oh, it gets hit by the 76. Big crash in turn 4. And the 76, major damage. Look back at what happened once again here.
Wow.
A vicious crash.
And today when this manifest is 12.
15 just got a little bit too wide, got on the wall a little bit. And then look at the 76 right here. Just hits his right side, hits the back end of his car as he starts to spin out. And he just fly through the air, lands on his roof, up against the wall. And just kind of bounces off, like gets hit by the 42 as well, and spins around. So a lot of damage for him. 15 actually continued on.
There is 7 cars on the lead lap. As people are getting wave rounds.
Bam, right into him. Looks like there were only a couple involved. Actually, there's a little bit of contact between Will Sylvester. Will Sylvester went for a bit of a spin, but he's able to pretty much get it back up, so no real change there. The pace car lights. Right. Pace truck lights are back off, so we're going back green once again here tonight. Most of the race has been under caution. Someone definitely.
The pace truck is off.
Pace truck makes a hard left turn down at pit road, and the Harry Edwards once again with a great restart.
Wasn't as great the other restart. The 12 is right there.
12 trying to follow pursuit up to second. As 15 is trying to regain the positions he lost from that. Trying to get behind the 71 of Josh Conover. So 71 makes a slide on the 12. That was pretty close right there. Way too close for comfort potentially. As 15 looks like he may have run on 71. Oh! And then 71, Josh Conover goes upside down. Lands back on his wheels, keeps going. Vicious crash. Probably the hardest one we've seen actually tonight. Wow.
Have to go down pit road most likely to fix the damage that he does most likely have from that wreck.
Yeah, a lot of damage to that 71 machine. Take a look back at what happened once again. Bring up the old LCTV replay. Again, just another incident with sliding up the track and going into the wall. He just slid up there, got a little bit too square and didn't slide it enough, and just barely touched the outside wall, but there's open wheel of cars, so that's all it takes, and he went up and hit the hitch fence. Hard crash. Just slid a little bit too wide. He didn't get low enough, and he just got into the catch fence. You see right there, there's sparks flying. So he lands back on his roof, just kind of bounces along. The 42, great job of avoiding him. He slid like pretty much underneath him, and the 71, that Parker store number 71 Dirt Midget was able to get back going on all 4 wheels. Took a little ride on board. Another 71 machine. This vicious crash. See right there, it's just on the wall, and just all it takes. Goes upside down. Barrel rolls on his lid. And the green flag is back out here. Quick cautions.
Very. The 12 is near the 66.
Harry Edwards out front. The 12 looking to run in the bottom groove, trying to gain time on the 66, but looks like it's kind of just hurt him. It's 15 caught him. And the 66 actually looks like a little bit too wide up there. The 15 right behind the 12. Got a pretty tight battle here for second. As the 15 has a run on the outside. And it looks like we can make clear the 12 going into turn 1.
Man. It's been very close racing.
Yeah, a lot of hard. At 15. Yeah, most of it's just sliding wide, and that's something you have to have. That's something you have to be careful about in these cars. Is sliding wide, and if you clip the wall, I mean that's pretty much it's over. There's no saving after you hit the wall. So, 15 almost got on the wall again. He's rim riding that right up against the outside wall. He's got to be careful because he will hit it, and he will it will cost him.
But it's risky.
Yeah, it's extremely risky. It's potentially the fastest way around the racetrack, but the 99 clears the 42. That was pretty close. And the 99 almost gets turned right there. And caution once again.
The 99
70.
come back 4 laps down, and now he's 5th.
71 Josh Conover once again running out the caution here tonight. Not something he wanted to see happen. Back-to-back incidences. So look back what happened. Looks like the same exact thing actually. Yeah, just slid a little bit too wide in the exact same corner and just got into the wall, and I mean, deja vu right there. Lands back on his wheels again, so pretty interesting. That number 71 Parker Store machine.
Impressive run for 99. Came back from being 4 laps down.
Yeah, Will Sylvester not giving up here tonight. But yeah, pretty interesting crash. Very similar to the one previously I just brought the caution a few laps ago. Just slid a little bit too wide and turn 3, it clipped the wall and went upside down, landed back on his wheels. Let's head back alive here. 66, Harry Edwards still out front, has led every single lap here tonight. So it's as I just received word that we have 10 laps to go.
And the lights off the pace truck. So they're going green this time by.
So 10 laps to go, going green this time by. 66 Harry Edwards looking to cap off the night with a pretty dominant performance. So far he's led every single lap here tonight with 15. Looking to try to take that away from him.
Not at the 99 or the 12 or anyone else has something to say about it.
And pace truck turns off. Green flag back out. Once again, 66 is in the lead.
The 99 was a great move.
And it
3 wide.
the 12th threw him. Nice crossover on him, though. They try to get him back that spot, and the 227 almost... And it's contact behind, the 42 spins. Caution once again.
And the 99 does gain position and makes contact.
Contact
16.
Contact after the caution came out. As the pace truck drives into the wall. Gotta get a pace truck driver, but the 42 brings out the caution. Just a little lazy spin, but it was enough to bring the caution out. Adam Tevez. Looks like he just made contact with somebody here. We watched it live too. Yeah, it just kind of slid up the track, got into the side of 16, and it just was enough to spin around. Everybody able to avoid him though. Nice job with the 76 to avoid him. But let's go back live here. The National Oval Racing Association doing the Dirt Midgets, and then right after that, stay tuned and you'll be watching some 360 sprint cars go on here for 10 lap, two 10 lap heats, 5 lap dash once again, and however it's 5 laps longer. It's a 30 lap A main, as pace truck lights once again are off, and with that hard left turn down pit road here at Eldora Speedway, and then they're off.
Green flag's out.
As they all fan out. 3 wide for third.
And the 15 is right behind in the 66.
And the 15 saying no to that 66, trying to dominate here tonight. 66 is trying to go as best as he can. Is another caution. Oh! Who is that? A 16? 16 machine. Oh, gets hit with a 17 as well. As if it wasn't enough. Going upside down, airborne. I think almost every single crash here tonight has been airborne. Let's take a look back at what.
Today has just been a flip.
Yeah, it looks like a self spin. So headed into turn turn 1, just got a little bit too hot, slid backwards, and hit the wall a little bit, and the 42 machine just absolutely came in there, nowhere to go, and just slid into him and destroyed it. And 17 kind of neck cooted through him, got a little bit lucky right there. But that 16 machine, not the one quite so lucky. 16 Jeffrey Patterson.
And that was a really good start by the 15. It was basically right there behind 66, something we had not seen all day.
Yeah, that 15 Jason Conover looking to try to make some noise and prevent that 66 from having the run that he thought he was going to have tonight. All right, yeah, vicious crash there for the 16 machine of Patterson, but landed back on all four, and he's going to keep going, so. Actually, he's in the pit road right now.
The lights of the pace truck are off, so they'll be going green this time.
Pace truck lights back off, but Jason Conover making some noise. The only guy we've seen so far tonight that was actually close to being able to battle the challenge that 66 lead. He's going to have to get another good restart to do it, because we only have a few laps left, 8 laps to go as we go back green here, so he's going to have to pull something off here pretty quick. So that pace truck is going to make his hard left turn on pit road, and the green flag back out. 15 goes low, and a pretty good jump with 15. Oh, almost with contact right there for the lead. So 66 goes low, he was the 15 on the outside.
And there's going to be a nice battle for first.
Which lane is faster, the inside or the outside? So the 15 on the outside is going to have to run. 66 a little in front of him, 66 make contact.
And it looks like the 15 will take the lead here.
They're still side by side. Harry Edwards not trying not to give up on that bottom, as Jason Conover just has the outside momentum. He's going to get the lead here at Eldora. The first different leader tonight is 66.
16 overdrove it. 66, my bad.
Yeah, it looks like he was trying.
Right behind him.
Looks like he may have been trying to pull a slide job, but it came up short, and that cost him quite a bit of time. As now he's under foul from the 99 machine at Full Sylvester. 15 looks like he made a little bit of a mistake right there. He's a little bit sideways, down low, and it looks like that cost quite a bit of time. As he's
now the 66 battling almost about to be there with the 15.
Yeah, it ain't over until it's over. At 66, looking to try to regain a lead. 15 gets sideways, gets clipped from the 66. Manages to save it, but that knocks him all the way back to third place. So Harry Edwards back out in front here. It's a 15. I mean, we've seen him pretty much all night getting two sideways on a little bit of a run. And that allowed... Oh, contact between... Oh, wow. Big wreck on the backstretch. No caution, actually. And there's the caution finally now. But the 66 are race leader, and the 12 machine brings Will Sylvester back to the lead after being 5 laps down. Gets back in the lead. We're going to take a look back at what happened. I'm not quite sure what did happen, actually. Just kind of looking at the back of the field, and all of a sudden it was a gigantic wreck of the leaders. As that 66 machine has actually quit the race, mainly disconnected, so to look back at what happened here, she just slid, and he was actually just checking up. Huh. That was very interesting. He just checked up. Not quite sure why. And the 15 machine got into the back room and destroyed the front end of his Jegs machine. The 12 got back involved in it. Oh, maybe the race is over. I'm not 100% sure.
That was confusing on why he checked up.
Yeah, he just checked up, and it was middle of turn 1, which is interesting. As the pitcher legs it back off, 99 machine in the front. I just realized that we have the banner over that. Apologize for that. Green flag back out, underway. Will Sylvester. Nice jump. Oh, contact! 42, 71, 11 involved. And the 71 goes on his side. 11 into the inside retaining wall. 42 continues. There's actually no caution.
Surprisingly.
Yeah, that's very surprising. We had a 3-car wreck and there's no caution. But as they continue on, 99, Will Sylvester out front here.
And challenge from the 76, who will go side by side with him.
76 on the inside. C. Walling looking to try to take his lead.
Looks like the end of the race.
Yeah, it looks like that was the end. So, Will Sylvester.
Wow. What a great, that was a great finish.
Yeah, great rebound by Will Sylvester. I mean, he won Heat 1, and he had tough luck in the dash and tough luck in the start of this race. Actually, I'm pretty sure he brought up the first caution of tonight. But he's going to roll that 99 machine into victory lane. I'll go back to his pit stall. That works too. But 99, Will Sylvester is your race winner here tonight. First of 2 races, so he's a quarter midget winner.
Second place, Cody Walling. 76, and the third place, 227, Kyle Vincent Gilbert.
So we'll take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back for some interviews with our race winner and the top 3 finishers here tonight.
Just like a movie, just like a storybook, we are the future, we're the ones they won't overlook. It's time to be the hero. Like you've never seen, like you've never seen. Looking for a hero. Just like in a dream, just like in a dream.
The yellow flag is out. Pit road is now open. Keep your eye on those gauges. We'll give you 4 tyres. 3, 2, 1, now. We're done. Get going.
The car behind me is my Chili Bowl midget, the one that I won the Chili Bowl with. And what's interesting about that is it's actually the car that iRacing scanned that's going to be available to all the iRacing members out there.
Alright, welcome back everybody to the National Online Racing Association Dirt Midget Eldora race. Here we are interviewing our third place finisher tonight, Kyle Gilbert, number 227 machine. Kyle, anything you got to say? Kyle Gilbert, got a copy?
They're not here.
Yeah, it's pretty well versed. There are a lot of cautions, a lot of wrecks. We saw the 99. He was like 4 laps down at one point, managed to gain it back up. So, how'd the car feel tonight?
Are you talking to me? Sorry,
Yeah.
I thought you were still talking to the last second, the wheel, but the car was great. Tim and I and Cody worked on setups, and Jeff, and we had a flying fast car. If something hadn't happened to Harry, I think he would have got that win. But all I need to do is find some consistency. Wrecked. I got sideways earlier in the race and got my front end destroyed. Somebody that didn't have anywhere to go. And I went to the back and got a new car and got back up to my starting position. Did the same thing on that last restart to Adam. I feel bad about that. He's listening. This is sorry to him. I got sideways going in turn 1 and he ended up wrecking. I don't know how I kept that car going. It was tough. I had to have Josh clear my penalties because the sim said that I had too much damage to keep going. The car felt fine.
Yeah, pretty nice rebound up to P3 at the end, so a podium finish for you tonight. You'll be pretty happy about that. Any special shout-outs you want to give?
Yep, just a team. Me and Tim Osborne. He builds our setups. Our new teammate Cody Walling, he finished second. He actually just joined the team yesterday. Jeff Patterson, he helps out with feedback, and he's working on videos, promo videos for us. Just a whole team effort tonight to get the finishes that we got.
Yeah, it certainly was, and appreciate your time, and have a good night.
Thank you, you too.
Alright, it's Cody Walling, number 76 machine, finishing second here tonight. Alright, down here at our second place finisher tonight, Cody Walling, number 76 machine. Cody Walling, do you have a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
So, yeah, it was pretty interesting race. There are a lot of cautions, but a lot of vicious wrecks. But you're able to survive at the end and get a second place finish, the 99. Saw you battling with him a little bit there towards the end, but not quite able to get him back to the line. Anything you want to say?
It's racing. It's a lot of fun. I wish I would have had something for the 99 and given a few more laps. I think I could have pulled on him and eventually got him, but just ran out of time, unfortunately. But that's, like I said, that's racing.
Yeah, it certainly is, and pretty intense one. You kind of shuffle the back and able to work your way up as most of these guys. Pretty exciting to see everybody be able to work their way back up from getting involved in whatnot. And how was the car out there tonight?
Great, man. I really got to thank my guys at TK Racing. they do a great job helping me out, getting it feeling right for me, so I can just really put some wheel into it when I need to. I was able to put the car in places where normally I wouldn't have been without their help, so I'm really appreciative to these guys.
Yeah, so a pretty good night for you guys, finishing two of you guys finishing in the top 3, so we're pretty happy about that.
They sponsor me and another team on for this season, so I really want to shout out to them.
Alrighty, and Cody, we appreciate your time, and have a good night.
You too.
Alrighty, Cody, excuse me, that was Cody Wallen, number 76 machine, finishing 2nd place. But here down here on pit road with your race winner, Will Sylvester, 99 Indiana machine. Will, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy. How you doing?
Doing pretty good, and you had a pretty interesting race, getting involved in that first wreck of the night, and going several laps down. We honestly thought you were going to be out of it, but you were able to make an incredible rebound and pull off the win here tonight.
Yeah, it was quite the race for me. Got a bad start, ball. Got upside down. Had to take a tow to the pits, and then thankfully we got some free passes, and got back on the lead lap and was able to bring it up through the field and pick the win. It's a pretty interesting race for me.
Yeah, it was pretty exciting to watch up here. You able to get those laps back from all those cautions and be able to get back up there at the front and survive all the rest of the wrecks and be able to come out on top. So, any special shout-outs you want to give?
Yeah, I'd like to give a thanks to everyone that puts this together, and appreciate I haven't got a chance to run around with everyone here much, and just getting used to it, and appreciate everything everyone does, and it's fun race, and glad I put in the winner's circle.
Yeah, definitely can't be upset about that. Coming out on top, go ready to start the night race here tonight. But we appreciate your time, Will, and have a good night.
All right, you too. Talk to you later.
Yep. Alrighty, so that was the first race of 2 tonight, and don't forget, we're going to have a stream right after this for the 360 sprint cars, right here at Eldora Speedway once again, with guys. So, different car, different race length, 30 laps for the A main instead of 25, so it's going to be a little bit longer, but not too much. So, we appreciate you all for coming out and watching tonight's race, the National Oval Racing Association Dirt Midget Series, brought to you by some of the official sponsors, H&H Graphic Designs, and it's the first of quite a few for these series. Of Dirt, visit them at www